Episode 11, Part 1. Hey everybody! Welcome to Episode 11 of the Don't Quit Your Day Job podcast with Mike, Keith, and Adam.
What's up, guys?
Today we're going to focus on Hip Hop 50. I recently went to the DJ Expo 2023, and I bumped into a whole lot of people in the DJ industry, and I also spoke to some influential people in hip hop. So we're going to talk a little bit about Hip Hop 50, and then we're going to show you some videos interviewing a few people that are significant in the world of hip hop.
Peace. My name is Wizzard Theodore from the Boogie Down Bronx, creator of the Scratch and the Needle Drop. And we are here at the 2023 DJ Expo. I'm one of the four pioneers of hip hop. Very happy to still be here. We're celebrating 50 years of hip hop, and I'm celebrating 48 years as a DJ, and I'm so very happy to still be here.
What inspired you to become a DJ, and what year?
I can't really say what year, but I know what inspired me to become a DJ is my brother Mean Gene and Grandmaster Flash. When I seen them with two turntables and a mixer, I think it was probably like 1972, 1973, that's what inspired me. But I was always inspired by music through my mom's. She playing music all the time, and me being out in the parks, out in the subways, out in the schools, seeing the B-boys and the B-girls and stuff like that. So I was always inspired by music and always inspired by the art form of hip-hop.
Okay, what is your favorite hip-hop song of all time and why?
Oh my gosh. My favorite hip-hop song of all time would have to be The Message, because that's the record that pretty much started everything, you know, as far as hip-hop is concerned. It depicts and tells the story of you know, where we come from, what we was going through in the inner city, so it had to be The Message.
Okay. What hip-hop fashion is your favorite?
My favorite hip-hop fashion would have to be Converse 69ers, man. Definitely, man, because everybody had on 69ers back in the days, man. So many different colors. The B-boys wore them, the DJs wore them, the MCs wore them. So it would have to be the 69ers, man, by Converse.
Give me your 5 top MCs of all time.
Past or present, or just period. My 5 top MCs would definitely have to be Meli Mel from the Furious 5, Grandmaster Cass from the Cold Cuts Brothers, Waterbed Kev from the Fantastic Five, Master Rob from the Fantastic Five, and to push it up a little bit, Rakim.
Okay, give me your 5 top DJs of all time besides yourself.
Of course, I got to put myself in it. I would have to say DJ Jazzy Jeff, DJ Qbert. Who else? Definitely Master Don, Wiz Kid, you know, and Jam Master J.
My name is DJ Smitty Boy. I'm from Nerd Show, New York. New York, we outside.
What was the first hip-hop/rap song you heard or remember, and what year?
All right, so as you know, I'm pretty young. So the first hip-hop song I heard was on the radio on Hot 97. It's called Trap Queen by Fetty Wap, which was like 2015.
What inspired you to become a DJ/artist, and what year?
So what inspired me was my love of music. I always was playing with CDs in the car. I always try to switch them out in the car. So that was my first thing. I guess I was the car DJ, as they say. But what really inspired me to DJ is just my love of music. I saw a DJ set, fell in love with it, and now I'm here. One of my top songs of all time for right now that I'm really listening to is Jazzy, I Love the Dough right now. That's my favorite one right now.
What hip-hop fashion is your favorite?
Well, I wasn't born in the 80s, 90s, 2000. Well, was born in 2000s, '07. But I'm really living in the hip hop fashion right now. Like you see the clothes I'm wearing, streetwear. So I gotta say the hip hop fashion right now because I'm in it right now.
Okay, who is your favorite MC slash rapper of all time?
All right.
I know you don't like favorites.
I don't, but I can give you. Okay, so if I don't answer this, my dad's gonna be mad. But person that I grew up listening to, Jay-Z. Hands down, Jay-Z. If anybody wants to say they got a better artist, it's Jay-Z. #1 right now. Jay-Z's the greatest, Drake is the best. That's what they say.
Now, I know you kind of mentioned this already. The top 5 DJs of all time.
Okay. All right. So again, Mel Star, Scram Jones, DJ Eddie B. Swift, DJ John Luke, DJ DP1. Those are the 5. And I feel like if anybody tries to battle those 5, you got something coming for you. But those are the ones that influenced me and inspired me.
Okay, now top 5 rappers of all time.
Okay.
MCs.
Jay-Z, Biggie. Well, those two are just giving it away. Jay-Z, Biggie. Well, I'm gonna have to give some of the stuff that I listen to now. So, Jay-Z, Biggie, Pop Smoke. That's my favorite one right now. Pop Smoke. I'm gonna throw. Who else I'm gonna throw in there? Tupac. I'm gonna throw Tupac in there, and I'm gonna throw Nas in there. Those 5, solid 5.
What's happening, world? This is Mr. Mel Star, aka the most dangerous, aka No Headphones in Harlem. I am here representing the DJ X23, and let's get the show on the road.
What was the first hip hop rap song you heard or remember, and what year was that?
I would definitely have to say one of the first few records and favorite was Sucker MC by Run DMC. And on the backside, It's Like That. Had that at 12-inch.
So, what inspired you to become a DJ slash artist? In what year?
I was about 8, 9 years old when I finally picked up a pair of turntables and wanted to learn a craft. My craft was learning it was a little difficult because of the style of play. So it was, going from knob mixers to crossfaders. So it was like I was in a house world, dance world. Then I switched over into the hip hop world, and then I seen some faders, and it was a rap.
What is your favorite hip hop slash rap song of all time, and why?
Flavor in Your Ear by Craig Mack was my favorite all-time record because that was the first record that I physically bought from the hip-hop era. 92. Was that 92? I think it was 92, yeah.
What hip hop fashion is your favorite?
Oh, it was a lot. We had Carl Kanai, we had Fugu, we had the Cult, of course Uptowns for sure, forever, and white t-shirts and Yankee hats.
Who is your favorite DJ from hip hop other than yourself?
Oh man, a lot of favorite DJs, of course. Kid Capri, Jazzy Jeff, DJ Miz, Master Don, rest in peace. DST, Grand Wizzard Theodore, Grandmaster Flash. Yeah, those are the basics.
Who's your favorite MC slash rapper of all time?
You love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when. Juice Crew for life. The whole Marley Marl scene was just real big for me. The In Control rap shows. So that's kind of where I really got a lot of my information as far as music, hip hop music was concerned, was listening to that. And of course, Red Alert, Kiss FM and BLS.
Now, what about on TV? Where did you watch videos from on TV?
Oh my God, Video Music Box. Like Ralph McDaniels was like Crazy Sam and the whole crew. VH1 was okay, but it was still on their artistic, alternative music. And then, you remember the show? Matter of fact, before it became MTV, it was that show that you had to call and you had to pay for a video. You had to pay I think it's $1.99. So I think that was before MTV became MTV. So yeah, it was a lot of ways and places, to get that.
What is your favorite radio station of all time for hip hop?
There was it was Kiss FM with Red Alert and Chuck Chill Out. Then it was WBLS 107.5 with Meli Mel, the In Control rap show. That's when Pete Rock, Clark Kent, like I said, that was my introduction to those guys, and Scratch also. Then there was the I believe it's WHBI, which was Stretch and Bobbito, and then and of course the Awesome 2 was the other. So yeah, those are them. There it is.
My name is DJ Danny T. I also go by DJ Danny T the Tech. I was a communications tech for like 40 years, so and I'm very technical. So it's DJ Danny T the Tech, and I've been DJing since 1988. Was when I first got my first set of turntables.
What was the first hip hop / rap song you heard or remember, and what year?
I'm from Washington D.C. area, so I went to school in PG County in Maryland. So the first hip hop song in our area was actually I think it was Curtis Blow, and that was The Breaks. And then after that, Sugar Hill started getting some airplay.
What inspired you to become a DJ, and what year?
It was 1984. I've always loved music. I grew up listening to rock music, which is classic rock now, and like I said, from the DC area, the go-go music. So I was always, being shy. I never really danced at parties, so I started just playing the music that people dance to at the parties. And when I saw Run DMC on a show, can't remember what the show was, but when I saw them for the first time, that's what I wanted to do. I started buying the equipment, the turntables, the mixer, and that's when I started DJing. And I started getting stuff together probably in 87, 88 is when I technically became DJ Danny T.
Okay, who is your favorite DJ from hip hop other than yourself?
Well, of course, Jam Master Jay. He was the one that inspired me. It's been multiple ones. Mix Master Mike from the Beastie Boys. He was one of my favorites. Jazzy Jeff. Guy from Philly, Cash Money. Cash Money, yeah, he's one of my favorites. In my area from DC, DJ Cool, he was one of my favorites from my area, and just in hip hop in general. And it goes on and on. Grandmaster Flash, of course. Red Alert. Me being from DC. I used to go back and forth to New York because my first wife was from New York. So I used to go up there just to record Red Alert show on like Friday nights, whatever. So yeah. So he was always my favorite radio DJ.
Peace, everybody. The coolest legend, the DJ is the Red Alert, okay?
What inspired you to become a DJ, and what year?
What inspired me to become a DJ was a set of people downtown in the disco scene, and person who really kicked it off in the hip hop scene. People downtown disco scene, such as PPJ Jones, Grandmaster Flowers, Charisma, several others. On the hip hop, it all started with Kool Herc, and I started DJing in 1976.
What hip hop fashion is your favorite?
What hip hop fashion did I favorite? You know what? I never had a favorite. I was going along the line of what is it that I feel I'm comfortable in. You know, I understand there's trends, but sometimes you have to set your own trend or whatever you feel good at what you wear and what you sport.
Give me a top 5 MCs/rappers.
It's hard to say my top 5 because you gotta understand, going on 47 years of DJing, 40 years on the radio, I went through so many different eras and generations artists. And a lot of them is great from all different time periods, you know, so it's hard to really say.
Where did you watch on TV your hip hop videos from?
Of course, you know, my man Uncle Ralph McDaniels, Video Music Box. I mean, I always say it like this because both him and I, we're about the same length of time. As he been involved with video show, I've been involved with radio. I always say that I played him, he viewed them. Pick up the Ralph McDaniels.
Hey, I'm Keith Shockley, producer of Public Enemy, member of the Bomb Squad, and I wrote some good records.
What was the first hip hop song you heard or remember, and what year?
King Tim III, Personality Jock, and I'm quite sure it was 1978 or 79.
What is your favorite hip hop song of all time and why?
My favorite would be Eric B. and Rakim for President. And I think when they came out with that, just changed the dynamic of the vibe of how the sound, as well as Rakim, the God, doing the style of lyrics to an up-tempo track.
So who is your favorite MC/rapper of all time?
That's hard, man. It's hard for me to say because I know a lot of them, and I don't know. I'm gonna be straight. I don't really have a favorite because they all are like my favorite. DJ Hollywood, MC Starsky, Love Bug. Oh, you want to call it Starsky Love Bug? Love Bug Starsky, rather. And Eddie Chiba, because I'm older than everybody. So that's one of those.
What is your favorite hip hop fashion of all time?
Pumas with the fat laces. My favorite fashion besides everything else. It's always about the shoes. Always about the shoes.
What's up? I'm DJ Expo. I started DJing in 1985, and I love playing the turntable like a musical instrument and everything that comes with it and more. The company that I own is called Thud Rumble or DJQbert.com. You can just go straight there. And we make products for DJs, especially scratch DJs, and produce beats. We make music for movies. I made a movie. I made the first ever animated hip hop movie called Wave Twisters. Go check it out.
What inspired you to become a DJ, and what year?
Just doing it out of love. You know, I loved it. The whole b-boy scene, the breakdancing scene, all the graffiti and all the art, and it's almost like the hidden arts. You know, they don't talk about all this stuff in the mainstream, and you don't see like popping and locking and you know, all the crazy acrobatics that breakers do and stuff. Very, very seldom you see that stuff, and I was fascinated by that whole culture, and in it had music with scratching in it on the turntables and all that stuff. And it was just very like, damn, I want to be in that world because that's the only thing I liked about this. I guess young adulthood type thing.
What hip hop fashion is your favorite?
I'm more like when I was a kid. I used to like the whole fat laces and all the b-boy stuff. But as I you know, I guess as I got older, it's like I don't give a hell. Hey, wear whatever you want. It's like no rules, you know, and just just be you. So it's like whatever. I like what they're doing with their art. I mean, if their art is the fashion, then it's like, oh, that's pretty dope. But for me, I'm like a listener. I like to listen to good music, and if I see a guy dressing like a bum or something, but he's making really good music, it's like that's more important to me, actually.
This is like a two-parter. Who's your favorite DJ? And included in that, what's your top 5 DJs other than yourself?
Oh man, top best DJs for me
Your
is
favorite,
yeah. Would be my crew, Invisible Scratch Pickles. What's up? Shortcut, Mixmaster Mike, D Styles, and did you want a 5? This is that's my crew right there. That's all I big up. It's my crew and shit.
What's your favorite hip hop era? 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. What's your favorite?
My favorite era of hip hop is right now because we're advancing on the whole art form. But if I had to go into a genre, it was like the 90s or 80s or 90s. Right around there is when the music was sampling was just getting discovered, and the quality, everything was like 16-bit or 12-bit, 8-bit kind of thing. Now it's too clean. The music is too clean, right? But if you use old drum machines like a MPC 60, MPC 3000, MPC 2500, ASR 10, SP 1200, Studio 440, EPS, ASR 10, did I say that? All those kind of drum machines and more, S950, Lin 9000, man, I can go on. But those drum machines that had that 16-bit quality, 12-bit, was around the 90s, and that's what made the dirtiest hip hop, and that's what I like.
Hey, what's up? This is DJ Scribble, and I am about to do an interview with you. So ask away.
What was the first hip hop song that you heard or remember, and what year?
First hip hop song that I remember, that I actually remember what year. I guess like anything else, it had to be, Rapper's Delight at that time because of how I was coming up, and that was 79. Yeah.
Give me a 5 top DJs besides yourself.
5 top DJs. Oh boy. Cool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, Grand Wizzard Theodore, Jazzy J, Breakout. It's so many to list, but without them, there is no me. So, my favorite hip hop era was the 80s, hands down. Hands down. I mean, because of the whole culture was just exploding, and it just had given birth. So you had the graffiti, the B-boys, the boogie boys, the boogie girls, the B-girls, the DJing, the MCs, and it was just this feeling that you had whenever you that we were part of, that I'll never trade that for anything in the world, ever.
So guys, since I got you here, I asked some of these people at the DJ Expo some questions, and I'd like to ask you guys some of the same questions.
Well, number one, I can't believe hip hop is 50 years old.
I mean, yeah, 1973
good year. I was born that year, just to give you a heads up. So it's a good year. I think you were too. You're a 73 kid.
Yes, I am.
There you go.
I'm a little bit older, so
there you
yes,
go.
I am.
I'm not going to tell you what age. No.
September,
anyway.
I'll be reminded of that the most.
So Keith,
yes.
What was the first hip hop / rap song you heard or remember, and what year?
Okay. I definitely know this one because we actually had, in my house, we had the full 33 LP of it. It was the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
Which went on for, I think it's one of the longest rap songs ever, but definitely, and then that just really caught on.
Also, to let you guys know, Adam isn't that big into hip hop, but that's okay. We'll give you a pass for today.
I'm a little bit more of a rock guy, but
that's fine.
I remember some things from my childhood, and I remember in the 1990s, I kind of was had a phase. I liked the New Jack City soundtrack.
New Jack City soundtrack was the shit.
Yeah, really
great
good.
soundtrack.
It helped as being an usher and patrolling the theaters and seeing that movie in parts about 500 times.
Great movie, great movie, and great soundtrack. If you haven't heard it or watched the movie, definitely watch it. And Chris Rock plays a terrific crackhead.
Best thing Mario Van Peebles ever did.
And you forget Ice-T was in that movie.
And that was one of it. And I think that
he's
was
an original OG of hip hop.
Yeah, right. I think that really
Scotty Appleton. That was the name of his character.
And then who was his partner?
Judd Nelson.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
So Keith, another question.
Yeah.
And Adam, you could chime in on this too.
Sure.
What is your favorite hip hop / rap song of all time, and why?
Wow.
Blondie, Heart of Glass. No, I'm kidding.
You would mean Rapture.
Which I will, if you're gonna mention
Rapture. I'm sorry, Rapture.
Which if he mentions Rapture,
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna give a little bit of tidbit. Is that Rapture was the first rap video shown on MTV because it is considered a rap song.
And do you know who was on that video?
Yes, Fab Five Freddy.
That's right. So what's your favorite song of all time?
I can't say of all time or whatever, but because like I said, I'm more of a rock guy, but I do remember
favorite hip hop rap song. I mean, there's so many.
I do remember really liking "Mama Said Knock You Out" from Mel Cool J.
That's a good song. That whole album is great.
I don't know, like I guess the hardcore MCs or like the old-fashioned, back in the day, were like said, that's not rap. That's commercial rap. That's not real street. Oh, Cool J.
LL's legit.
LL's legit.
I guess.
LL's one of he's one of the pioneers of rap.
But it wasn't before he did that. Didn't he like one or two albums before that? There was a little more gritty.
Well, no, he had
his transition.
Well, he had. I mean, I have a lot of his albums.
Walking with the Panther.
That had great. Yeah.
That was a good song.
But Walking with the Panther had I'm That Type of Guy.
That's right.
And then Going Back to Cali.
Going Back to Cali.
Yeah.
So those songs.
This is it's like
Going Back to Cali was in the movie Less Than Zero.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Supposedly that's got a really good soundtrack. I gotta go back and revisit that soundtrack.
To ask us what your favorite hip hop rap song, that's like.
I know. A lot of people had trouble answering that question. There's so many good rap songs, like you can't just pick one.
I could say a bunch, like when rap was big in the 80s and 90s, I was buying a lot of cassette singles at the time. Shows my age, but that's what it was. Instead of before CDs, you had the cassettes, and then you would go to like the Wiz or Sam Goody and so whatever it may be, and you would buy the cassettes. I was a big fan of Third Base, Portrait of an Artist as a Hood, the remix version.
Okay.
Which if you ever go on YouTube and type in the video for that, you'll see it's a great video. Gilbert Gottfried's actually in the video, which is kind of funny. But it's just got a good mix. I mean, a lot of LL Cool J, I'm that type of guy. Because what it was? There was a lot of the music videos that helped too.
And where did you watch your music videos from?
Where did I watch them? I watched them on television, and there was a channel, kids, called MTV.
Well, there was also a precursor to MTV.
Don't touch. By the way, no, it was. Touch the name.
I'm messing with you.
No, it was called Music Video Box.
That's right.
Music
Who was the host?
No, remember.
Ralph McDaniels. We call him Uncle Ralph.
All right. Well, anyway,
do you guys? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Friday Night Videos?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yep. Mm-hmm. But I remember.
How about what was on the show that was on ABC? You guys got to remember this one.
I kind of remember it.
Fridays?
No. Hot Tracks, I think it was called.
Oh, right. Wow.
There was also a service that people used to call up, and you used to be able to get stuff. It's like weird.
It's just funny that MTV actually played music videos at one time. So I used to watch Yo MTV Raps with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre. There was another Dr. Dre, folks, before.
The New York Dr. Dre, who was the original DJ of the Beastie Boys, by the way.
Yeah. So. All right. So it's kind of hard to really nail down.
So you're not really answering that question. All right. No problem. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. What hip hop fashion is your favorite? I'll start with you, Keith.
Is my favorite or one that
of all time, like your favorite kind of fashion that people in hip hop wore?
Flavor Flav's clock.
Well, that was iconic, and he really started a trend. I mean, the jumpsuits were cool.
You mean the tracksuits?
The tracksuits, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Adidas, Run DMC with the Adidas, of course.
Sneakers were really popular with hip hop, and Run DMC were wearing Adidas, and so then everybody wanted to wear Adidas because it was the cool thing, and so they influenced that fashion
with the thick shoelaces.
Of course.
That's right. I mean, they, you know, some, and then, you know, you had LL Cool J with the Kanga hats.
Kango.
You just insulted Samuel L. Jackson for a long time.
Okay. Anyway, so I'd say the tracksuits.
I don't reason for the cancer.
Yeah, Adam, what about you?
I'm not crazy about them anymore, but for certain reasons. But I like the Adidas. You know, they're like you said, they're on the old school. What they call them, Sambas? What they call them on the side?
Samba's a style of sneaker.
Right.
But the Sambas really weren't in hip hop.
Okay.
The shell tops.
Okay.
That's what like
Right,
DMC made famous.
With the
Right, I like that style.
with the fat laces, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that style.
White guys, sorry. White guys.
Hey, Mike, you mean the white shell with the black laces, right?
I like the polos with the flipped up collar. Oh wait, that's different.
With the cool wave hands. Yeah, that's.
Oh no, that's different. That's
and we all dance like this.
You don't like that style.
All right.
All right.
Three schmucks from Brooklyn. What can I tell you?
Okay.
Anyway, so
right.
next question. Okay. Who's your favorite DJ from hip hop? Like a famous DJ that you've heard of, that is on like a hip hop record. Like, can you name any of them?
I'm bad at this one.
On hip hop, I mean,
this is all you guys.
Disco, you know who I like.
I know you like
Jelly Bean, who I recently got to see live on a cruise performing.
Cut Creator, you mentioned LL Cool J, DJ Hollywood.
No, but I'm saying you're talking about a DJ. I'm talking DJs. The artist. I know.
A DJ for an artist. Let's say like Mixmaster Mike. He was in the Beastie Boys.
I mean, Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash. Yeah, he's original OG.
Yeah.
He's everybody knows Grandmaster Flash.
I'd say
and the Furious Five.
And the Furious Five, yeah.
I actually met Meli Mel briefly, just said hello to him, and they performed at DJ Expo. They performed on the last night at a party, so I have some footage of that. We'll show that.
Don't push me, stop to the head. I'm trying not to. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder how people go another.
Either one of you can answer this. I'm going to direct it first to Keith.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite MC/rapper of all time?
Okay. The overall
of all time.
I probably have to. If I look at my collection of music from that time period and all that, I mean, LL was the man. I got a lot of
LL.
I got a lot of LL Cool J. A lot of LL
My
Cool J.
favorite of all time, number one for me, is Rakim, because he changed the game. The flow of his style, it was just a game changer. Right. To me, the flow started to change. Big Daddy Kane was also basically in that same category.
But I see that you got a category in there of top five.
Right, but
I can go. But I can give you more.
All right, give me more.
All right, I'm a big Public Enemy fan, so I think Chuck D, amazing. Chuck D, Kumo D. But LL's in there. I mean, obviously Run DMC's a duo, well, a trio. Count the DJ in it.
All right. So let's move on to the next.
I'll look up the song and then I know exactly.
Let's move on to the next question. So Keith, I'll direct this to you first. Yeah. What is your favorite hip hop era? 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, or 2020?
I would say 90s. 90s rap, late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, so
I was in my high school years, and
give me an example of like an artist, a group, or whatever.
The Third Base, LL Cool J, Kumo D. All those songs came.
Those are mostly 80s.
Yeah, but it was 90s too. Like it was the late 80s and then 90s. Because then LL was evolving into his other stuff.
You said like 90s, like Tupac hasn't come up yet, man.
Yeah,
I didn't.
How can you not mention Biggie?
I know, but I didn't follow that much.
I wasn't a Biggie
Cypress Hills.
Cypress Hill. I had the first album from Cypress Hill is great. I have the second album too. No, I mean Cypress Hill I got into. That was more when we were in college.
Yeah, Cypress Hill.
90s, right? But yeah, okay.
Cypress Hill was going out drinking, like, and hanging out with your friends.
Yeah, no,
and,
Cypress Hill.
Somebody played Sawed-Off Shotgun. Somebody had Sawed-Off Shotgun on.
Their first two albums were great. The first album and then Black Sunday, which was their second album.
I actually like when they started to like go more
Rock Superstar.
Rock Superstar. Yeah. When they started to phase into that, showed you who they were hanging out with more.
So Keith, give me your top 5 rappers of all time.
Okay, I would say LL, Kumo D, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, and Third Base.
That's a group, yeah.
But Third Base was 2 rappers.
So you like MC Serch?
MC Serch, yeah.
Okay. All right, so now my last question, because some of these are repetitive or stuff that's a little bit more DJ oriented. So this goes for both of you. What is your favorite radio station from hip hop? New York radio.
Back in the day. I mean,
now or back in the day?
I mean, you had WBLS. Was big. You had
Magic Mike.
Right. You had Kiss FM.
Marley Marl.
Remember?
Kiss FM had DJ Red Alert.
98.7 Kiss FM.
That's right.
Yeah.
Peace, everybody. The coolest lesson. It's the cool to DJ the Red Alert, and this is Don't Quit Your Day Job podcast. All right, with Mike, Keith, and Adam. Check it out.
Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. We would like to thank the following: DJ Grand Wizzard Theodore, DJ Smitty Boy, DJ Mel Star, DJ Danny T, Cool DJ Red Alert, Keith Shockley, DJ Qbert, DJ Scribble, Dare Nightclub, Meli Mel and Scorpio, Tavia from Styled Sharp, DJ Scratch Bastard, DJ X 2023 The DJ Expo, DJ Times Magazine, Sean Hazan, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City. Stay tuned for episode 11, part 2.